What is comparative fault in Kansas and Missouri? Hi, I'm Kevin McManus. I'm an injury attorney in Kansas and Missouri and happy to answer that question for you. Comparative fault, that's a doctrine or a body of law that exists in both Kansas and Missouri. And what you need to know about it is basically an area of law that addresses what a judge or a jury may do in assigning case value or recovery amounts if more than one party is at fault for an accident or an injury. And what I mean by that is, let's assume that you were in a car accident and it's not really clear who is at fault. And the jury comes back and says, we believe that we're going to allocate 50% fault to party A and 50% fault to party B. What that means is, under the body of a law known as comparative fault, your right to recovery could be reduced or eliminated based on the fact that multiple parties were at fault and you, as one of those parties, shared in that fault. More specifically, this is where the areas of law in Kansas and Missouri really differ. And so it's important to get an experienced attorney in whatever case in whatever state you were injured in, who's experienced in handling these issues and can advise you as to how this may impact your right to recovery. Let me give you a really specific example. In Kansas, in the case I just indicated, where two parties were at fault, you were one of them, both parties are allocated 50% fault each. Your right to recovery goes away. You have zero right to recover any money in that accident. So your recovery will be zero. That is very different in Missouri. Under Missouri's doctrine of comparative fault, which is actually known as a pure comparative fault doctrine, your right to recovery would just be reduced to 50%. So if $100,000 was at stake, your recovery would be $50,000. That's a whole lot different than zero. So that's why it's really important early on in the legal process, in the claims process, to get an experienced attorney who knows and understands the law and how this could impact your case and is able to address the facts as they are with you in a very upfront manner and advise you as to what to expect and how to handle your case in a way that will maximize your recovery. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us using the form below.